Whatever major arcana comes out first, we're going to do that. I must warn you, if you get a reading by night, you're going to get my moon and my Lilith. That's just how it is. By day, I'm embodying different energy. Solar. My sun and my Mars. By night, you're going to get my moon and my Lilith. Just a heads up. Although you don't need it. I'm just saying. So I'm using the Occult Tarot. I'll be using the Dark Mirror and the Rider-Waite. Okay, so we're doing Scorpio first. Because I have the Judgment card. Page of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. Okay, so what I'm seeing with this combination, your next step, it seems like you're about to be a part of something that you may have either given up on or weren't sure that you'd actually be included in. And you're being given intel, so to speak. We have the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So the Page of Wands already has some type of foot in the door, some type of information regarding what this new opportunity is about. So they're going to give you a little bit of insight and a little bit of knowledge that pertains to this. It's different if you were going in just bare ass, no experience or whatever, but you have someone who is going to show you the ropes, someone who is going to give you tidbits of information that'll help you better acclimate to the opportunity. It isn't an opportunity that I don't feel that it's the highest that you could be. I feel that you're going in and there's a lot of room for growth, and they really want to see what you're capable of. And I don't feel the expectation placed on you is for exaltation, if that makes sense. They just want a body to fill a space, and they're not expecting you to exceed limits that they didn't even, I mean, they're expecting someone to take the opportunity and fill a space, not necessarily exceed within it, if that makes sense. Judgment could also be a decision to have you there. Judgment may not be up for you necessarily. Someone else could have been put in judgment and didn't cut the mustard, didn't make the cut, if you understand what I'm saying. So you come in as a novice, but not necessarily, because you have not necessarily cheat codes, but you have a layout, you have a scout, you have someone who can, extra read all about it. They know all the news, they know all the efficient ways to do certain things that it would take you a little while to get comfortable in your environment to actually learn these things. So you got help on the inside, if you understand what I'm saying. It could be a new work environment. It could be an apartment complex, and you get in the apartments because somebody else got evicted or anything like that, and the people that you live around, that you first meet, that are in close proximity, or even the people in the front office are like, hey, so and so and so and so. Stay away from so and so and so and so. XYZ, giving you little bits of information that'll actually benefit you versus you figuring it out on your own and being pissed off because you had to interact with people who were troublesome or gossiping or whatever the case may be. It's still not a lot of information here, but it's enough to get you started, whatever it is. In terms of finances, you have a yes. You have a yes to something that you've been trying to achieve, trying to get. I really don't need that many of these dark mirror cards. Okay. All right. And it's at the bottom of this deck. Ace of Swords. So yeah, definitely. Like I said, you're getting intel. You're getting information that usually wouldn't be privy to somebody in the position that you're in. Also, a second chance at something where you may not even have considered it as an option. I feel like whatever you were doing on your own accord, the judgment was placed in your favor, and this was then presented to you because you have cycles that either are going to close out completely after judgment because they're complete, null, done, void, null and void, put a stamp on it, never have to do it again. But there are some times when we're not in an emotional, spiritual, financial, physical type of place, dealing with other lessons, dealing with other blockages and things of that nature. So with this coming in a judgment sort of way, it's being cast on you because you have cleared something. You have deaded a situation. You have actually gotten rid of something and now you have space. So things are coming back around to be revisited, presented to you as if it's new, but it's really something that was already in alignment for you, but you may not have been in alignment to grasp that opportunity when it came the first time around. And I think that's a good thing because the timing is divine and it's perfect for you. Not everybody is going to be blessed in divine timing because they just don't get it. They just don't get the lesson and they don't get the blessing. They're offered. Okay, so you have two aces here and the Page of Wands. This is something pleasant that you're hearing. This is something fond, correspondence, news, messages from people you want to hear from. You know what I mean? It's in alignment with that Ace of Wands. It's pretty fucking, you know what I'm saying? We have Pluto, water, fire, and air. We're missing Earth. It affects your finances, but like I said, I don't feel that it's the finances that is the most important in this situation. I really feel that what you're taking on and what you're accepting and what you're delving into, this new way of life, this new way of being, you could be, because the judgment is 20 XX, okay? So it's a 20 reduces to a 2. This could split you from your place of residence to another. This could split you from one place of working to another, place of living to another. You could be working multiple jobs or have a 9-to-5 and have creative endeavor, something that sparks your interest and keeps you going, keeps the fire lit. Okay, so this Ace of Wands, you have the Page of Wands here, but the Ace of Wands is like getting a bigger torch towards, somebody is lighting the way. They're showing you the ropes, or they're introducing you to a way of life that you're going to be on for quite a while if you're up for it. Because you can reject these aces. You can refuse to see the truth with the Ace of Swords. You can refuse to take an opportunity for whatever reason. But most times when it comes to the Ace of Wands, it brings a sense of newness. It brings a sense of excitement. It brings a sense of zeal. I was about to say veal. I'm a little hungry. Okay, but never mind that. So, Ace of Swords here, we have Citri. Now, I like this particular entity, right? This embodiment of energy here, Citri, has the ability to make men fall in love with women and women fall in love with men. Okay. My apologies for those who are in same-sex couples. You could be majority masculine, that person could be majority feminine. Take it how it fits your life. We're not going into that today. Causes them to show themselves naked if desired. And this Ace of Wands teaches holy secrets, instructs how to make weapons and the art of destruction. I'm getting sex appeal with this. There's something about you that's going to exude just an energy of openness, an energy of I'm ready for what comes. And it's almost like making love to the opportunity that you're being given, like putting you in it. It's a point of being vulnerable where you may not have trusted yourself to be vulnerable before. What I'm really picking up is that where in your mind you could have it worked out the way you would interact in a specific situation or in a specific environment, and you're kind of taking a step back and allowing it to come to you using that water energy of Scorpio. Even though it's an active, it can be passive, but it's related, its ancient ruler is Mars, which is all about action. And Pluto fuck shit up, clear shit out. You know what I'm saying? To me, Pluto is an active planet, even though people, may not see it that way, and they tend to think since Scorpio is water, it's a yin sign. No, that's one of the active signs. They may sit back and observe, but that's what I feel like you're doing. You're sitting back and you're observing. You're using that part of your nature to let the information come to you versus having to go out and actually accrue it, if that makes sense. It's coming straight to you. All you're doing is being a magnet for the information that you need. The people who have it are going to come towards you and deliver it to you. So with these dark mirror cards, we have number 6, Alone in the World. Number 1, Triumph of Lies. And at the bottom of the deck is 24, Queen of My World. So I got 616 here. You could be engaged with a Gemini, or be leaving an area with a Gemini, entering a space with a Gemini, or it could relate back to that sense of choice. That would be, to me, mirrored with this Judgment card, where there was a split between 2 different things, or 2 ways of being, 2 places of living, 2 places of working. This is, we have the 6, we have the 1, and we have the 24, which 2 plus 4 is 6. 616, Tupac's birthday. Big ups to Tupac. One of the spirits that come through sometimes when I need a little pick me up, or need to get my thinking right, comes through. That's my mercurial brother. And I also have a very, very good friend, Rondi, who shares a birthday. She's a birthday twin to Tupac, and I'm a birthday twin to Jada Pinkett. So the friendship was instantaneous, and just good peoples all around. But we have Alone in the World, Triumph of Lies, and Queen of My World. And I feel that it took you to be alone for not long, but you had to. You had to understand Because underneath this Ace of Swords is the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Cups and the King of Cups. So it seems there was a lot of confusion and a lot of anxiety, not quite sure what to feel, what to think, where to go, what to do. And that time away, when you detach yourself from people, places, and things that will constantly inundate you with information that is not useful, that is not yours, especially with you being Scorpio based, no matter what your placement is. If you have a strong Scorpio placement in the inner planets, rising, things of that nature, you're going to feel it. Even if it's subtle, it could be distant. So, if, like me, Pluto Scorpio. So when it comes to those things, having to detach myself. But those, I have other influences that dictate that too. But it's more, I know when it's a Pluto Scorpio type of energy that's sitting me the fuck down and forcing me to shut the fuck up. Just listen. Because there are some things that we tell ourselves, there are some things that resonate with us when we're in a state of fear, that don't resonate with us when we're in a state of joy. So that being alone for a time, even if it's just to take a quick break, if it's 4 or 5 days, 6 days, maybe a week, it could be a week, you detach yourself from people. It could have been 6 months since the last time you talked to somebody in particular, or 6 weeks since you talked to somebody in particular. But the thing is, it was necessary, because you go from alone in the world to queen of my world, and it lets you know who's in power, how to put shit back in balance. Because when you're where you're supposed to be, even if you're coming into a situation as a novice, if you know thyself, there's no way that anybody can implant, impact, influence, or latch onto you that you're not consciously aware of. Once you start to get those messages and those thoughts and those feelings, and they're trying to penetrate your aura, if you're standing in this queen of my world energy, you don't have to detach yourself from the environment. No matter how much of an introvert you are, the stronger your aura, the more repellent it is against shit that don't resonate with you. And that goes for people, places, and things. You won't choose to go a place where the vibe is low because your vibe is so high. You won't choose to be in company of people who vibe is low. They'll get uncomfortable and fucking leave. Especially if your vibe is high and the people around you's vibe is high, and you have that 1 or 2 people who come in, they won't be comfortable there. They'll be outnumbered. It's a defense mechanism that you don't have to overtly use. It's just speaking for you. It's commanding attention and commanding respect. You don't have to voice that. Okay. So I'm going to go to this Rider-Waite deck. These shits is slippery, okay? I like them though. They're a little like holographic-ish. Let's see if I can wrap up these messages. How many cards? 4? Okay. Thank you. One card's face down. It's like either something that you don't know just yet, or you haven't encountered, or... So I got 4. 5 wanted to come out. And I'm going to get to that in a second. So we have the 4 of Pentacles reversed. Whatever this is. Oh, Page of Pentacles reverse. Three of Wands. Six of Cups. The card that was trying to come out so fucking bad. The Devil, right? Close but no cigar. The card at the bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. All right. So you know better. You know better. You know better. Like I said, it's a repellent. Your energy. When you step the fuck in a place and you're vibing, Queen of my world, and you're vibing high, nothing can penetrate thy aura that you don't allow. Consciously and unconsciously. You understand? Okay. Right. So after the High Priestess was the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. You are solid. This could be talking about a home. You know, your perimeter is protected. So just by you being in it and imprinting your energy in it, you're not giving off the vibe that you're a helpless victim. You're not giving off the vibe that you're down and out. You know what I'm saying? The people who are looking, who are matched to that or polar opposite to that, they're going to be attracted to people who resonate those lower energies. Okay, but that's not you. So everything that you're around, everything that you're touching, you're imprinting yourself on. With your aura being secure, you can be in a place and it be protected. And when you leave, the shit can get robbed. That's just an example. It will happen when you're not there, or it'll happen just after you leave or before you come. Things of that nature, or accidents. When people they call themselves accident prone, or when they say I'm a klutz, or these things resonate within them, and then Nine of Swords and Triumph of Lies. You know what I'm saying? They will believe those things they've assigned to themselves, and they will attract those occurrences where they're always getting hurt, always in accidents. It resonates, and when they hear it or when they say it, it's something that reigns true because they've attuned their vibration to it. This is not something somebody put on. They could have been told when they were a kid, but at what point do you realize that you have the balance, that you're standing on your own 2 feet, that you're secure, you're strong, you're capable, you're able? You know, people don't tend to affirm those things. They'll say the negative shit before they say the positive shit about themselves, and you'll pick up on that. So we have this Four of Pentacles and this Page of Pentacles, both in reverse. And the way that you anticipated shit going, or the thing that you thought you were going to do, plans got changed. And for once, even though you're fixed, you're going with it. This is something new. Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. But what you're used to is not what you're doing. So you're a little you are out of your element to a certain extent. But that fire still shows me that, you know, Scorpio to me still is the fire water sign. Just like Virgo is the earth air sign. I mean, the air earth sign. You know what I mean? There's some signs that do these crossovers with other elements, and Scorpio is one of them. So you are allowing the fire to take you wherever you have to go next. There are ships in the background, so you do see, even if I'm getting the feeling of others that you may know, kind of gauging the scenery, gauging what's happening with them, where are they going, what are they doing, what's their track in life. You know what I'm saying? Not in comparison to your journey, but just seeing the variations of where you could have gone. And you're in your own enterprise, you're in your own niche, and it's not even your niche, it's something that you hadn't considered yourself being, or considered yourself going. And it's, like I said, it's coming back around. Something that you didn't even know was being deliberated in your favor, because this wasn't necessarily it wasn't your fuck up that you have to redeliberate on. This was something that was given, was presented, kind of handed to you, because someone else failed when judgment came. The judgment was against them in favor for you, if that makes sense. This devil trying, but the energy is just a little too solid. I mean, not, it is really solid. You understand? You have these 4 pillars that are going to give way for the foundation that gets built. And this is what your soul knows. This is what you inherently know. Therefore, you can refute this. You can repel this. This is outside influence that's attempting to muddy the waters. That's behind this Ace of Swords was the 9 of Swords, 7 of Cups, King of Cups. It's almost as if when judgment came to present this opportunity, so did the devil. It came because it wants to see how you will utilize the opportunity you've been given that you didn't even know was available. Like, will you use the old parts of you that have fucked up other shit, that have led to anxiety, have led to regret, have led to worry, have led to confusion, like, that made you want to, like, damn, I took a wrong turn somewhere, so therefore I have to back the fuck up from everybody just so I can clear this space because something's happening and I don't fucking like it. Like, you really had to detach yourself from the fucking energy. And I like this 4 of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, because if you put them together upright, you're basically, it's a bottomed out situation. It's a situation that would end you up in the 5 of Pentacles and you don't even know it. That's the thing, because you chose right versus siding with the devil that comes in to kind of grasp you know what I'm saying, and lure you away from the opportunity. It wants you to let your mind race and wonder. It's, the devil is what you give power to other than yourself, if I can put it like that. If a person can attribute all of their if somebody attributes every ounce of their power to an outside source, no matter if they think it's positive or negative. Religion, if they put all of their ability in all of every ounce of congratulations never comes to them and only to that source, whether it be weed, whether it be drink, whether it be Buddha, whether it be Jesus, whether it be whatever. When people place that outside, this person would be so happy for me for have done this thing. I'm making such and such so proud. But you have never taken the time to congratulate yourself on some positive shit you're doing, or a way of being that you've gotten yourself out of this rut. You've picked yourself up and you reinvented the way that you handle things, the way that you look at them, the way that you feel them. If the only time you can congratulate or give credence to everyone and everything outside of yourself and forget and neglect you, it is the devil. So I do admire when people say, I'm doing XYZ for my kids. Cool. If you're not healthy, if you're not resting, if you're not eating, if you're not in a position mentally, physically, emotionally, if you're constantly exhausted to the point where you don't have time for them kids, like, you can attribute all of your success to them, but it's not going to help them when you conk out dead. I'm really being honest. So you have to remember to honor yourself, queen of my world, first, in order to maintain the world. 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. Without you, there isn't. your home. Without you, them kids don't have you. Those family members don't have you. That God has lost you to death. Not lost you, but what I'm saying is you're no longer here carrying out a mission, carrying out a purpose. Don't forget, in addition to whatever it is that you're, like, damn, I work better when I smoke. I work better when I drink. I work better when I do this, when I do that, my routine, my this, my that, when I wear this, when such and such is with me, when I work with. Don't forget to say thank you to your fucking self. Don't forget. Don't forget. Because you're the only one that's going to pull you out of the Nine of Swords. Your guides can't help you if you don't start helping yourself. So no matter what it is, do not forget this one vessel that you were given to live in is the only one that you can actually control to a certain extent. Not controlling the negative faction of it, but what I'm saying is you have this one vessel and you have to take care of it. And that dictates how everything else around you blossoms and transforms. You are doing something right. You got to be doing something right. Because judgment has came at a time when you didn't expect it. It came in because someone else got passed over or something else got shut the fuck down. So you're really in a great fucking position. I would say happenstance, but universe don't work that way. Like, it was aligned for you. You didn't know it. If you did know it, you'd probably worry about that too. So it's a way that they shield and cloak shit until the time is right, and then it's open and it's yours. You know what I'm saying? This is what divine timing is. Shit has to be orchestrated. Somebody gotta be fired for you to get that position. Somebody has to get evicted or move out. Their lease is over in order for you to get that home. Someone, these things have to happen. Somebody else's misfortune, for whatever reason, their lesson is taking them through this and they failed judgment. Otherwise, this wouldn't have been available to you. Something else would have been available to you. So you have to understand the intricacies and how that works. There is never just one negative aspect of something. There is something positive and beneficial on the other side of it to balance it out and neutralize it. And a lot of people are stuck in the peril and the misfortune and the dis-ease of a situation and forget about the other shit on the other side. They're so concerned with pain. They're so concerned with misfortune. They're so concerned with loss that they do not understand the subtle blessing of gain. And so it is. That's all I got. So I'll see y'all soon. But this was your Light After Dark reading. I hope you liked it. If you didn't like it, put it in the comments. If you did like it, put it in the comments. I don't give a fuck about who watches, what they say, what kind of energy they have. Because for those who need to hear it, they're going to hear it. For those who don't need to hear it, they're going to come through, say what the fuck they got to say, and they're going to get the fuck off. Or they slick light the shit, and they're going to come just to try to get a rise out of me. So, be as it may, or whatever. I just bought a bookcase. I'm grown. I got to put my books in a motherfucking bookcase. Small wins, okay? Small wins. All right. Well, have a good night, and I will see y'all motherfuckers later.